Fish. Whoa, what's that? That's a better fish, that. Have we got our salmon, or is it just a big trout? That was a big cock. That was a big cock. Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Adventure Fishing UK. You have joined me on the salmon hunt. Again, I am out on this river trying to catch a salmon. Now, I've been trying to catch a salmon for about 2 years now. I did catch two quite a while ago, but that's a story for another day. But today, I'm out on the river again. The river levels are looking good. We've got a bit of rain, quite a bit of wind, and I am strangely quite hopeful for this. I'm just hoping that we don't have a similar situation to last time where we'll just be overrun by the trout. So we are on a different stretch of river today. Going to be using some smallers and some bigger ones. I mean, salmon fishing, isn't it? You just got to take it for what it is, try your best, and that's exactly what I'll be doing today. Fish on. Oh, that's annoying. Just a trout. On it's off. Fish on. Now what is it? It's a trout. Ah, but is it a sea trout? But is it a sea trout? I shall get my net and find out. So he just quickly unhooked it in the water and just slipped out my hand, so I'm not too bothered about taking videos of fish when they're out of season like that. I mean, if the opportunity presents and it's easy, yeah, I'll get a quick clip, but not going to go to any extra trouble for it. Well, so far we've made contact with 2 trout and we've caught 1, which isn't what we're here for today. Hopefully that means that that's the trout we're going to catch out the way, but can't help the fact that they live in the same place. What an awful cast that was, just ignore that one. Taking me a bit of time to get to grips with casting this small lure with a big heavy rod. This weather is absolutely pouring it down now. Well and truly tipping it down. Another day, another me getting absolutely drenched and not catching any salmon, probably. I had another take. Don't know what that one was. This rain's definitely brought the bites alive. Fish on. Oh no, another trout. I really thought that that cast was a good one then, right underneath a tree too. Let's just see if this guy unhooks himself and then we'll get it sorted. No, let's get it done. So another trout on the bank. I'm getting a bit frustrated with these now. I suppose the annoying thing is with these trout that if you've had a cast and there was a salmon somewhere, oh, that could have been a good knock then. If you've had a cast and there was a salmon somewhere nearby and a little trout comes and takes it beforehand, or before the salmon's had a chance to react, or before it's crossed the salmon's path, then that trout has just robbed you of an opportunity. Fish. Oh no! What was that? That felt like a slightly better fish, whatever that was. I don't know if it was quite salmon sort of size, but definitely could have been a sea trout. It sat right where I'd expect a running fish to be, just in this off channel on the other side of this fast current where it's sort of flowing the other way, right near a big rock. So I suppose it could have been a small grilse. We'll never know. Right, so we have a bridge here. Bridges are always good, there's always fish under them. But are they going to be the right fish? Fish. Fish on. Now what are we dealing with here? Feels like a slightly bigger fish, whatever it is. And it's a trout. Let's get this fish netted. To be fair, that's a beautiful trout. Not the target species, but just splashed me in the face, that. There's got to be a salmon around here somewhere. One of these bites, surely. Come on. Fish. Whoa, what's that? That's a better fish, that. That is a better fish. What is it? Oh, what is that? Have we got our salmon, or is it just a big trout? That's a brownie, that. That's not even a sea trout, I don't think. That could be the biggest one I've had on this river. Let's get this net. Well, you, my friend, are an exceptionally beautiful trout. Look at the size of that. What a beautiful fish that was. That's the only out of season trout I think I'm ever going to be pleased about. It would have been absolutely amazing to catch that fish in in trout season, because I'd have been able to hold it up for the camera and probably got a really nice picture with that, but none of that with an out of season fish. I'm being teased now. That was painfully close to being I suppose it was gonna say it was painfully close to being a special fish, but that was a really special fish. It's not every day you catch I'd say maybe 1.5 pound trout, wild trout, especially not on this river. Fish. Another trout. These trout, really starting to annoy me now. And it's off. Perfect. So, didn't even have the camera on, but we got another trout. Why does trout fishing have to be so productive when you're not actually targeting them? Just like that one, right back off on its way. There could well be a salmon in this pool. It's just above a little natural obstruction. I don't know what's happening today. I mean, I know they're here because, one, because I've seen one, and two, because I had a look at the catch reports. And someone had a 9 pound cock, a male salmon, 9 pound, in the last few weeks I think it was, so they're definitely in here. I mean, I wish I had a big cock like that. I suppose you could say all these trout have been cock blocking me, haven't they? Because any one of those casts where a trout hit the lure, I could have been in line for one, couldn't I? I mean, there could have been one just sat waiting, and then a trout could have beaten it to it. Cock blocked by a trout. I bet you never heard that before, have you? Not again. It's no big cock, that's for sure. Look at the colours on that. Look how red those spots are. They're fully like strawberries. Strawberry red spotted trout. Beautiful little fish. Fish. Oh no. Another trout. And it's off. Pleased about that though, that it's come off. You can't help but bites, can you? I know you might be wondering why I've not put a bigger lure on, and that's because there's a lot of small salmon get caught in this river. You don't get many doubles turning up on the catch return at all. The most of them that I've seen or I've hooked on this river have been about £3, £3 or £4, so I don't want to exclude the majority of salmon that there are in here by using something like a big Toby exclusively or a big Flying Sea. But then again, I'm not very experienced salmon angler. The biggest salmon I've ever had, and the second salmon I've ever had, was on a size 2 spinner, and I'm using a size 3 at the moment. So I think this is going to be my last swim before I head back to where I saw that big salmon jump out earlier on. Have a little go there, then that'll be that for today's trip. Fish on. Just another trout. Let's get this one dealt with then. Another one. Back off home. I tell you what, if I could catch this many trout this easily in trout season, I'd be a very happy man. Don't think I've ever had a trip where I've had this amount of fish, trout wise anyway. There's even been a few where I've not had my camera on, or I've not thought it's worth showing to camera, blah blah blah. So there's just been so many. Getting well and truly cock blocked. Well, I've just seen another quite big rise right down at the end of the pool. So I've got a Flying Sea on, just so I can get right the way down there and maybe just try and size things up a bit, because I do know that there's a salmon in this pool, and quite a nice one. Fish on the Flying Sea, I think. What is it? There's a trout taking that. It's a chub on the Flying Sea. Can you see that? That's outrageous. I was just thinking that this salmon feels very small. Well, first ever chub anyone's ever caught on a Flying Sea, I think. Sorry for the release, I'm on quite a high bank in here. Very quick unhook, so I could just chuck it back down there and it's off. Well, I can't say the fight that this chub put up on this Flying Sea was particularly inspiring, but it's another fish. I can't believe that's just happened. I've been using a small spinner pretty much all day, and as soon as I put a Flying Sea on, a chub only goes and nails it. It's the first in-season fish of the day, that. Unbelievable stuff. If anybody else has ever had that happen to them, let me know. As far as I'm concerned though, it's a first for me anyway. Chub on a Flying Sea, what is this world coming to? That was a big cock. That was a big cock. I can't believe it. It jumped into the trees. I'm dumbfounded. I can't believe it. So I've been pounding this water pretty hard with that Flying Sea. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch things up, get a Toby on, a bronze one rather than a silver one this time. I don't know. I don't like Tobies personally. I've never caught anything on them, but I know a lot of people swear by them. I've given them plenty of chance before, but I think let's just give them another chance and I might just surprise myself. Fish on the Toby I've just put on. Oh, it's just a trout. That's frustrating, although that is, oh, is it a trout? It's a chub. What? No way. No way have I just caught a chub on 2 different salmon lures. No way. That's unbelievable. Don't worry, it's been raining all day, so this grass is really wet, but look at that. That is my first fish on a Toby ever. Let's get it back. Well, unfortunately, no salmon for today, that's all. That's all there's time for. I've managed to catch pretty much everything else in the river apart from the salmon. It would have been an absolute treat to catch that bigger one. If you did enjoy this video and you do want to see more, then you know where that subscribe button is. I'll catch you down the road.